All right, let's jump into the tips and tricks I have today for the podcast episode. We are talking about how to create a culture by design and not by default. I've been wanting to record this episode for quite some time, so I'm really excited. Let's dive into what culture actually is. Culture within a workspace refers to the shared values, beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors that guide how team members interact with each other and perform their work, essentially defining the personality of a company and setting the expectations for how people should behave within the organization. It encompasses the overall atmosphere and work environment created by these shared elements. So good. I talk a lot about culture. I named our membership and our community after culture because it's everything and it will make or break your entire company. And I have had seasons inside my business with the most amazing culture you could ever imagine, hands down. And you guys can see it from the outside. It's portrayed all over social media, all over our brand and who we are. And I've had seasons where our culture has been really poor. And it can flip in a switch too. A couple bad apples can take down your entire team and your entire culture. So I'm giving you guys 7 tips today to enhance your culture and things to just make it, I'll say enhance your culture, make it better. Okay. So first, I want to talk to you guys about a time in my life where our culture was pretty bad inside Salon Lace. And kind of what it felt like to know that you're not alone, that if you're walking through this journey right now. So it was about 2018, 2019. And I just had a baby, January of 18, and I was shifting my entire business. I was going into extensions. Some of you guys know this story. Some of you guys don't. I had done full services forever. Men's cuts, women's cuts, vivids, perms, like you name it, I did it. Every service under the sun. And I wanted to shift to extensions. I joined an extension company, started learning their technique, their method. They taught me how to market myself on social. I started building an extension clientele and I started to change through this process. It changed me as a person. Like it really did. I know that sounds so dramatic, but I changed. My beliefs and values started to change. And a lot of people, that comes with a lot of opinions. Some people don't like the change. Some people do. Some people don't grow with you, and that's okay. Through this change, I lost my current team. I had a really, I'll say big salon walkout. When you go from like 18 people to 4 at the end of the year, that's a pretty big shift in the company. It's a pretty big shift in the ambiance and the environment and your culture. I remember walking in a couple different times and I felt like I was on pins and needles walking into my own building. I'd walk through the back door and I remember looking at the people inside my space and feeling on edge, like they hated me. And it's because they did. Your gut never lies to you. And when you start to have these feelings of feeling like you're on pins and needles, you're nervous, you're anxious, you walk into your space, you don't feel welcome, like something's just off. Trust your gut because it's always right. Trust your gut, trust your feelings and your intuition. Trust the energy and the vibes because I promise you, they're telling you something. Something's going on. And maybe those people are not meant to be in your space anymore. And it was quickly after this that these people started eliminating themselves 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, and they left. They went somewhere else. I did not fire them. They left voluntarily by choice. They didn't fit in. They were on to the next thing. They were already looking at other salons, all the things, but I could feel it. I could feel the shift and the energy was just off. All right. And this was a really bad time in Salon Lace. I wanted to cry every day. And this went on for a couple months until I started to make some big shifts. Okay. And I had to turn the mirror around, take a look at myself and make those shifts first before any of my surroundings would ever change. It had to come from internally from me. So, number 1, how do you enhance your salon culture? If you're in this season right now and you're like, Lacey, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I want you to make work fun. And even if it doesn't feel fun right now, I want you to make it fun. Try to make it fun, okay? Because people want to be a part of something that's fun. You will attract fun people when work looks fun. So I'm going to give you guys, I say a couple ideas. I wrote down quite a few. Team bonding events. Maybe you guys go to the movies. Maybe you guys do crafting. Maybe you guys do like bingo sheets like we just did for 2025. Maybe you guys do like bracelets or vision boards or I don't know, painting and wine one night. Team bonding events, I think, are a must at least twice a year, if not 3 or 4 times a year. Team retreats. I talk a lot about taking your team on a retreat. Team photo shoots. Maybe you cater in one day and grab Chick-fil-A and do lunch and say, hey, lunch on Friday. I'm buying everyone lunch. Drop your Chick-fil-A order below. Starbucks for your team. You should know everyone's go-to Starbucks orders. That makes it fun. And it's just like a thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for showing up today. I love you. Coffee's on me. Make fun reels together. Celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, major wins, and milestones. Celebrate your people's wins. Who had a best month ever? Who had a baby? Who had celebrated their 2-year anniversary with you or their birthday? Like, you need to celebrate every little and big milestone in your people's lives. That creates an amazing culture. Pull pranks on each other. Maybe that's not your vibe. We're not stuffy. We are super down to earth, easygoing. We pull pranks on each other all the time and it's fun. Just like, I'll say dumb shit. Like, we've done so many different things inside of Salon Lace. Like, we'll move someone's car around and they're like, where the hell's my car? Or we'll put like a monkey in someone's front seat, or we'll wrap their shears and blow dryer and everything in wrapping paper. And when they get to work, it's just funny. Like, we just do funny stuff all the time, but that enhances your culture. People want to be a part of something that's fun. Plan out promos, contests for your team and for your guests. So retail contest. Who's selling the most? Retail solutions. Who's providing solutions to your guest needs when it comes to their issues with their hair? Start creating promos on that. Maybe every 8 weeks you do a different promo or a contest. Make it fun for your team. All right. What about changing things up in the salon? I love to change stations. People get very stagnant. We change stations inside Salon Lace, even my renters, every 6 months to a year. No one should be at the same station year after year. It gets way too stagnant. Change it up. Gratitude Friday. Something that we do is you can be thankful and everyone goes around and expresses gratitude. Maybe you do it virtual on your team communications platform. Express gratitude. That's been a huge game changer to enhance our culture inside Salon Lace. Last but not least, fun dress up days. Maybe on holidays, Halloween, Christmas, like make it fun and have everyone dress up, costumes or whatever it is. Like, that's something fun you guys can do. So these are just ideas. You don't have to do all of these things. Maybe the budget doesn't allow for some of these, but some of these you can do at no cost. All right. Make it fun. Your people want to be a part of a work environment that's fun. All right. Okay. Remember, you decide what your people, remember, you decide what people are going to feel when they walk into your building every single day. That's what I mean about the culture, is you are going to shift the energy inside of your space. All right? You want people to feel safe. You want them to feel welcome. You want them to feel like they have a thriving career and a career path ahead of them, and that they're on a journey and you guys are creating something beautiful together, and that they're a part of your mission, your vision, and who you stand for, what you stand for. Your people need to feel that. And if they don't, it's bad news bears. All right. So create that fun culture. The next thing that I want to hit on is constantly hiring. And this is one that we've made a mistake on recently. You have to constantly be hiring. If you want to create an incredible culture, you cannot be stagnant in hiring, because people will come and go. Welcome to entrepreneurship, I say. Welcome to salon ownership. If anyone tells you differently, that turnover is bad and you shouldn't have people leaving, and that is not reality. Reality is people will come and go inside your business. All right. It's going to happen. You're going to have someone that leaves you. And if you haven't hired. You haven't hired enough. Ooh. All right. Now we're talking. We do not want to be stagnant in hiring, meaning we should always have our eyes and ears open. Because the minute that you close that down and say, we're not hiring, we're full, 3 people walk out that back door. It's going to happen. All right. So you have to constantly be hiring. Your ears and eyes should always be open. You should be in those schools. You should be recruiting. You should have a wait list ready to go of people waiting to work for your company. Number 3, you should let people go sooner. Fire fast. Do not hold on to people too long. I've also made this mistake in my company. I've held on to people way too long that have sabotaged culture or taken people with them. And I should know when you start feeling that ambiance shift and the energy's off with someone, something's not right. It's not one time, it's not two times, it's three or four or five, and you realize it's now this cycle, it's repeating. I would be having conversations with this person. And if you guys can't come to an agreement and a shift in energy be made, it might be time to let this person go. I have held on to people way too long. But if you want to enhance your culture and create an amazing team and environment, you've got to fire fast, because one bad apple can take down your entire team. I've seen it several times inside my own business. So you have to let people go sooner. You have to constantly be hiring, and you have to let people go sooner. All right. Investing in your team. This is a no-brainer. Duh. Invest in the assistant university and put together the best damn assistant program for your team. If you want an amazing culture, you have to have an amazing training. It all starts on day one, setting the expectations, hiring and training amazing stylists, and putting them through an amazing onboarding and training process. That should be that should be number one. These are in no particular order, by the way, no particular order. But investing in your team's training, that's a no-brainer. You have to invest in your people and have a damn good training. And if you don't, come to LG Education, join us in the Assistant University, and we will set up a remarkable training program for your team. Okay. Number 5, you need to establish clear goals and expectations. Metrics. We're talking about the metrics here. To have an amazing culture, a culture that people want to be a part of and thrive, you need to track metrics. You need to have clear goals and expectations from day one. That comes back on the assistant training. That comes back on making sure you have an ultimate assistant guide, a handbook, policies, procedures, clear goals for people to follow and know what they're going to hit. Where are they going? Where are you taking me? People want to know that. Where am I going? What does my career look like in 10 years from now with you? You better have an answer for that. All right. I want you guys to use our LG Education Tracker to start tracking your team's metrics if you haven't yet. I'm going to link it below in the show notes. A free tracker just for you guys because I love you guys so much. This baby is incredible. They should be filling this out every single month. You should too. Lead by example. It starts with you. Fill this baby out every single month. Just put it on the 1st of the month or the 5th of the month. Fill it out. Don't get behind. You get 6 months behind. It takes a long time to fill out. Every month, you can whip this out pretty quick. And then start having your team do that. And then they bring these trackers to their one-on-ones. You can start to see trends. You can start to see their low points. What are they struggling in? What do we really need to focus and work on in the next month? You need to define that. All right. And you need to have clear goals and expectations for your team. All right. Next one, define your values. These, you're seeing a trend. A lot of these go hand in hand. Why is it so important to define values? You hear this all the time of like a company needs a mission statement, a company needs core values, all the things. I never truly thought much about it until 2019, 2020, when I got real serious on what our values were because they had changed. I was in a partnership. We decided on our values together. We had a different salon name, a different brand. Like we were different people. My company was different. And then I went solo and I went through a whole rebirth, changed a lot. My values changed in that time. They really did. So I had to redefine my whole company and my core values. I've done this twice now inside my business. People want to believe that they are a part of something meaningful and that they are contributing to a common purpose. All right. It also sets the expectations from day one. So when you have core values, people are going to align with these core values or not. If they don't need to be a part of your company. You want to make sure everyone's on the same page. We actually have our core values on acrylic plaques, acrylic displays, poster boards. I don't know what you call them. They're in our hallway as you walk down to get laundry. So every single day, every artist is seeing every one of our core values. They should be able to spit them off on the back of their hand because they're literally reading them every single day. I do think you should have them posted inside your space, but not just that, but you should talk about them. You should talk about them every month. You should talk about them in your one-on-ones. You should come back to your core values all the time and talk about them. Okay. A lot of people have core values, but they put them in a handbook and then never talk about it again. That's where the mistake's being made. You have to talk about these core values. When someone is bickering with someone else in the salon, two girls, let's just say for instance, are arguing. They hate each other, they're out to get each other, whatever. We sit down, we have a one-on-one. You want to know the one core value I say that you guys are breaking right now in Salon Lace? Love. And our core values are growth, family, consistency, love, health, and luxury. We have 6 of them. They are not loving each other. They're not loving each other, and they're not loving the company, especially if they're doing it inside my building. And I say, this is a violation or whatever of this core value. This is why we're not getting along, is because we don't have that love in our heart for one another. You guys are arguing. You're hating each other right now. It's going to cause issues. If someone's not growth oriented, I talk about this a lot. I've had non-growth oriented people inside my space, and it drives me insane. It drives me bonkers. And I hate to say that, because who am I to judge someone if they're just content, floating through life, happy-go-lucky, but they're not a go-getter? We're going to bump heads. We are going to bump heads because they are not growth oriented. You want growth oriented stylists. If you're listening to this podcast, I guarantee you are a growth oriented artist. That is one of my core values. And that is probably one of the biggest ones of what I see people coming into my space, that they can change over time, or they just were never that way to begin with, and they're not a good fit for Salon Lace. Last but not least, number 7. It's a little longer podcast. I apologize, but it's so good. It's so good. This one is interesting to me, but I see a correlation, and I know it's true. I'll tell you guys why. Last one is to watch for trends. If you want to enhance your salon culture, you better beware of trends that are going on inside the beauty industry. I like to say that our industry has shiny ball syndrome. All right? We want to stay relevant. And this is even staying current with technical trends inside of our skill set and trends inside of your salon space of what does it look like? What's the ambiance like? If your salon, you haven't touched it in 5 to 7 years, it's outdated. We have to stay relevant. People are always looking for the next best thing. Your people need to feel and know that your salon is the best damn salon out there. The best damn salon in the radius of 50 miles, 100 miles. That's a long ways. Kind of exaggerating there, but you get what I'm saying. In your county, in your city, you better be the best salon. If not, you're going to lose stylists to a better salon. It's so cringe to me. If I can be honest, you guys are on my platform, my podcast right now. It is so cringy to see, I'll say, stylists leave for like a trendy salon. And if you're anything like me, 36 years old, 40 years old, I'll even say 40s and your 50s, and you're not staying relevant and up to date with trends, and you see artists, younger salon owners attracting your people, or younger salon owners that might be doing it better than what you're doing it right now, this is why. So listen up. This is why. You have to stay trendy, I will say, because we're in the beauty industry. Unfortunately, it is what it is, but it's part of it. And I've seen people come and go because of this reason right here. So if you want to enhance your salon culture, you better be staying relevant, and you better be keeping up with the trends. If I could do a mic drop right now, I would. All right, so let's wrap it up. Those are the 7 things I want you guys to look for when it comes to enhancing your culture and creating a space that people want to be a part of. They want to be a part of something fun. So make it fun. That's what's going to make an incredible culture. You better have open communication. You need to have transparency. You need to lead with a servant heart. I could go on and give you guys other things. And we talk about these things inside the Assistant University, but these are the things that specifically came up to me when, building out the podcast notes for this episode. It's just, this has made a big difference in my life and what I've noticed with enhancing our Salon Laces culture. So I hope that helps. All right. I think that's about it. So much love to you guys. I am so excited for what's to come. 2025 is going to be a big year for you guys. I can feel it. And so many of you guys that are growing and having amazing teams right now and hiring, and just, I'm just excited. We have so many students that are just freaking killing it right now. And I love watching every bit of it. And I love cheering you guys on. And I love helping in any way that I can. That's what I'm here for. So much love to you guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.